Good morning. Hey, what's up? This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. Not using my normal live cam today at the Deerfield Beach cam. This is Brian's personal office live cam. And I'm going to do a video here from my handheld, so forgive my unsteadiness and the sound that may not be quite as good. I just wanted to pass through. You all know that I like fish and I like surfing and I like fishing, and I look at the daily cam every day. Well, you know, this might explain a little bit why. Here's all my pets here, and I come in and I feed them every morning here in my office at work. Well, I've got a different show for you, as you can tell. Again, forgive my the quality of the audio and the video here, but kind of let's move along here. And I don't want to kind of show you my whole office here. It's a little private office, but you're in my private office now. There's my Pow Pow, and there's our lucky bull coin right there. And let me see if I can get that not to shine so much. Ooh, she's shining big time today, big time bull shiner. And and there's my coffee, my black coffee that I drink on a daily basis. All right, so I don't make you guys sick with so much unsteadiness with this cam. And let me just kind of slowly set this down here and set ourselves up for some nice shots. Hold on, before I do that, let's see kind of what we got here. We've got 100-ounce bars, we've got Krugerrands, Eagles, Maple Leafs, 10-ounce bars, silver dollars, certified coins of different types here, numismatic too, probably. And what are those? Maple Leafs, right? Two different kinds of Maple Leafs there. Caps, and again, gold bars. And we've got a bag of 90%. There's $1,000 face value in quarters. How much is that now? I haven't done the math, but that's got to be close to 20 grand right there in value. Maybe a little bit less now with silver where it's at. And what else we got? All kinds of cool stuff here. I wanted to talk about moderns too, because those represent a good deal out there. So again, different show for you today. Hope you enjoy it. And let me set this camera up again. Get this so it doesn't move around on you. Don't want to get anyone dizzy. And I think that's probably good. Let me just get my hand out. Not too bad. All right, right in the grabby area. So let's talk about the product that's probably the most popular in the United States. And we're going to start with gold first here. The most popular product out there, which would be gold 1-ounce American Eagles. I'm going to give you the wholesale bids and asks, more or less, give you an idea what dealers have to pay for it. And a visual on what it is we're talking about as well. So let me start with Gold Eagles. Love the product. Premiums are starting to come down a little bit, becoming more reasonable in my opinion. And I'm going to put this out here and hit that little focus button. Pretty simple to do on an iPhone now. And they're just beautiful. I mean, the design is beautiful, and they started making them in 1986. Let me spin that baby around. That's the old style Eagles with the eaglets, and not the prettiest representation of an eagle, but no less pretty cool stuff. And these are, again, wholesale. The bids are anywhere between $45 and $80, the bid and the ask prices on a wholesale basis. Now for us, we usually make around, depending on the number of coins that we're selling, but we work on about, I don't know, $40 to $50 profit range, and less, depending, again, quantity talks really in this business. You would expect to pay from us around $1.25 on these, I think. What is it, 45, yeah, about $1.25 in small quantities. But again, not the best deal out there, folks. I don't think so. And let me show you something interesting too that most people are not aware of, and that's the ring test. You ever heard the ring test on, see if Krugerrands almost sound the same. I'm going to show you how it's done. Do this. And I'm going to bring it closer to me. This is actually one of the tests that I show my peeps on how to tell if a gold eagle is real or not. And I want to bring it closer to my mic here. Maybe you can hear it a little better. All right. And again, I'm just slightly tapping them without denting them together. But interestingly enough, again, I digress, and you know me, I kind of go off on tangents sometimes. So I did want to show you this. Listen to what a Krugerrand sounds like too. And here's a Krugerrand right here. Again, Krugerrands and Eagles, same carat, 21.6 carat, not pure like Maple Leafs and Buffaloes that you see over there. So ready? Let's hear that ring test again. I'll show you how it's done one more time. You hear that ring? I'm going to do it close to my mic again. Very similar, very metallic, high-pitched ring that you'll notice on those. again, that's one of the ways I have my staff check and see if these items are real. That particular sound test, because every one of these, if I sat here and rung every one of these gold eagles over here, every one would sound exactly the same for sure. So let me put this Krugerrand down and just finish up with gold eagles. Now I love gold eagles. Here, let me pick one up for you, sorry. I love gold eagles, but again, premiums are just insane on them. It's just, I mean, it's not as bad as it was. No, it's not insane anymore. It's not as bad as $125. They were high as $200 a few months ago on premiums on these, and I absolutely just couldn't sell them to customers. I did everything I could to talk people out of buying these at a $200 premium. At $125, it's a little more reasonable or less, $125 or less. That premium is a little more reasonable to me, in my opinion. So let me not say they're insane right now. They were insane. They're less insane now. Let's go to maple leafs, and I believe I have maple leafs around here somewhere. We've been selling the hell out of maple leafs. People just like them. I don't know. I mean, I know what it is. It's a pretty product as well. And SpaghettiOs. I got no. I don't think I have a maple leaf here. Looks like just Krugerrands and such. All right, they told me I was out of maple, so I guess I'm going to have to order a couple here or wait for them to come in. Again, I really didn't script this out. I just kind of threw a bunch of stuff here on the desk and said, I figured I'll talk about it. All right, no maple leaf. Sorry about that, folks. I wanted to show you, but maple leafs, let's talk about the price on the maple leafs. And I'll show you the equivalent to a maple leaf, the American equivalent to the maple leaf, which is the buffalo. I'm holding it right here in my hand. But maple leafs, 4.9 maple leafs are going to run, I guess the wholesale spreads are like 20 to 48 bucks, 20 to 50 bucks, right in that range. So you can expect to pay around 50, oh man, that's not too bad either. 50, 60, 70, 95 bucks, spot plus 95 bucks for maples. So that's not a bad deal. There goes my ums. There's the buffalo, which is the exact same kind of composition as the eagle, I mean not the eagle, the maple leaf, the 4.9 maple leaf. So, and if you notice here, I'm going to do a little tap here. Now you don't want to tap these too hard because they're very soft. That's what I don't like about buffaloes and maples. They're just soft, they scratch easy. And once they get scratched up, they get discounted. You hear that? It's like a dull thud. You probably can't even hear it from there, but this is what maple leafs and gold buffalo sound like. Right, I put it next to my mic. Now, I got that Krugerrand in my hand. I'm going to hit that real quick. Let's see if it sounds the same hitting it with a 24 karat coin. Nope, nope. Hang on. Let me find a eagle to hit it with. Ready? Now here's the Krugerrand. And there's the eagle right there. I didn't have it balanced on my fingertips so well. And again, one more time, the Krugerrand. I'll balance it a little better. Hear that metallic sound? And maple leafs and buffaloes will sound like a dull thud. Almost a leady sound to them. They almost have a leady feel to them as well. What was I talking about? I was talking about maple leafs and prices. So the spreads on maples, wholesale spreads are 20 to about 48 bucks, 20 to 50 bucks. And since I've got a buffalo in my hand, let me just kind of scoot over to a buffalo real quick. Buffaloes are kind of pricey now. The premiums are still pretty high on this. The wholesale spread is pretty wide as well. You're looking at, oh boy, let me hold that where you can actually see it. And take a look at that and focus in a little bit better. And it's a beautiful coin. I mean, 1 ounce buffaloes are just wonderful looking. The color is very rich on them. What a great design as well. But the premiums on these are much higher. 45 to 100 bucks is the wholesale spread, it seems like, from the buys to the sales. On the wholesale level, again, you can expect as a retail guy to pay more than that. If you can pay less, great, good for you. I suspect we got these for sale for around 145 bucks. I wouldn't recommend them. I have them here. I don't have maples, unfortunately. I recommend maples before I recommended these just because of the price point. But beautiful coin, huh? No argument about that. Let me stick the buffalo back down here. And here's something I don't see very often, and we don't talk about very often, but and I don't get them in. I don't really carry them. We only get them in when customers resell them to us. Here's the Australian kangaroo, And again, pretty coin. They made them in all different, all of them got kangaroos on them, obviously, but the different years have kangaroos in different poses. I wonder what year has the sexy kangaroo pose. I don't know. Kangaroos. Now, let's see. They should do a sexy pose kangaroo. Yeah, let's have some fun with this. And, of course, someone's going to try to call me on the phone now. And let's see here. Wholesale spreads on these are anywhere from $20 to $48. So that's what you're looking at right here, $20 to $48. And you should expect to pay probably, well, I don't know what you should expect to pay, but expect to pay more than $20 to $48 for them as a retailer yourself. However, I'm just giving you what the wholesale spreads on these things because you know what? As a dealer, I'm not afraid to make a profit on this stuff. Profit is not a dirty word. Some people might think it is, and you don't want to deal with those type of people, but profit is not a dirty word. Stupid, overcharging might be a dirty word, but profit's not a dirty word. So again, the spread on these is, give me 1 second, 20 to 48 bucks on those. Let me show you another good deal that we don't talk about quite often is the Canadian. And there's a Canadian, this is not like part of their bullion series. These were made like during the 70s and the 80s. The Canadians made what would be the equivalent to this set right here. Our U.S. commemorative series right there. And here's two good examples, a Canadian example and the American example of commemoratives. The Canadians made their version of kind of like half ounce. I wanted to point this out so I didn't forget. These are good deals if you can find them at your local coin stores. They're done in the 70s and 80s and 90s and stuff, and usually they're like a half ounce of pure gold. And what's the denomination on this one? Let me just take a look one more time. That is a $100 coin from looks like 1985. It's got the ram on it. Then the designs are pretty cool. They're proofs. They come in caps. They also can come in boxes, but a lot of dealers will throw the boxes away. I can't tell you how many of these were probably melted also as well here in the United States because there wasn't any really demand for them. But if you want to buy a half ounce pretty product for a good premium, these are it. You can save them from the melters too. And where else? There's another version of that. There's a version right there. And that's a Canadian version with, let me take a look here and just see if I can focus in a little bit on that. Nope. That's a $100 version as well. And again, 24 karat, as you can see, that's 1978. And you can pick these up for way more reasonable than most other half ounce fractionals, particularly cheaper than half ounce maple leafs or half ounce eagles for sure, and those other products. So these are good deals at your local coin stores if you can find them. And let's go into some other products here. I don't want to miss anything. Did I talk about Krugerrands? I talked about maple leafs. Boy, that's a problem here as you get older. Your memory kind of goes to hell. I think, well, maybe not, but anyway, Krugerrands. I had them in my hand. I did talk about Krugerrands. I believe I said that the spread, these are the best deal out there besides gold bars, and the spreads are like 20 to 45 bucks. Expect to pay about 90 bucks for them retail. But again, sorry about that. Made it a little bit hard to see. And there you go. Cool design on Krugerrands as far as the front goes. Once you get to that ugly dude, it's kind of like all bets are off. No less, Krugerrands been around forever, man. Best deal next to the next product that I'm going to show you. And let me put that back in the roll there. And let's move along to the best deal out there that I've been talking about for quite some time. Now, I'm not talking about RMC. Actually, not one of my favorite companies, but their bars are good. There's an RMC bar right there. Republic Metals Corporation. Again, not a fan of that company. However, all their products that I've tested and seen, I've not seen any fakes or bad ones. And again, if you can pick these up for a spot plus, $70 to $80, that's a good deal, and better than paying 95 bucks over for. Hang on 1 second here. Let me move over to the different types too. There's a Rand. There's a South African version of the 1 ounce gold bar. And there's an early, this is pretty cool. This was made by United Precious Metals. I don't think it has any collectible value, but look at that hard case that it came in. Kind of like an authentication case. This was probably done, I don't know, it was done at least 20 years ago or more. And the product that we primarily handle here in the store that we get all the time would be your Pant. And I don't think I have a Valcombi in here. I was going to show you a Valcombi, but there is not a Valcombi in here. Okay. There's a Pant, Swiss Pant bars, And these again typically are spot plus 80 bucks in our store for small quantities. If you're buying larger quantities, we can do a better deal. And I don't have a Valcombi. Oh, there it is. Hang on. Got a Valcombi over here. These are the product that I get the most of lately, and I like it. Swiss Valcombis, great product, and they've been around for a long time. Part of my sticker back there. Serial number comes in that little sealed plastic. You know, I could care less about plastic personally. The retail folks like them. And let me tell you what the wholesale spread on gold bars are. Gold bars are the wholesale spread now. It's come down dramatically as well. Plus 10 to plus 35. So the wholesale spreads on these are plus 10 to plus 35 now. Again, we usually make about 45 bucks an ounce on small quantities, or we are always competitive with the big online sellers out there, as you know, and as I always talk about. And let me throw that down here and see what else we're looking at here. There's half-ounce gold eagles. We have them here in the store. I'll give you a good price on them if you want them, but the premiums on them are still pretty insane. Let me give you some spreads here. 5 to 12 and 12%, 5%, 12% on the wholesale spreads. I'd be willing to sell ours for like the wholesale spread of 12% plus maybe 1% more. So 13% for customers that want these things. But that is still pretty steep. Well, compared to Type 2s, it looks like the wholesale selling price on the Type 2 version Eagle of this is, again, this is the Type 1 version. I don't have a Type 2 to show you, but there's a Type 1 with the old eagle's nest and the single eagle, mama eagle coming in to feed the babies. The new Eagle the Type 2 looks much different. However, I would not recommend paying the extra money for Type 2s, that's for sure. And Type 2s, again, wholesale, they look like they're at 16% right around there if you want to buy them, maybe a little bit less. That's the wholesale on them. Retail, folks, you can expect to pay more for my friends out there. So let's take a look at what else I have here. Tenths are just insane. There's a 10th ounce. And let me hold that a little more steady for you. Sorry about that, folks. I'm trying to read and talk and chew gum at the same time here. Let me pull that up for you. Right? And there's a 10th ounce. You can see how tiny that thing is. And the premiums on these, can you even see that sucker? There we go. The premiums on these are like, what is the premium still? 10th ounce Eagles. Wholesale, 13 to 25%. Again, that's what I expect to pay or get for them, right in that range. That's kind of in the bid and ask range of the wholesale world. And as you know, again, as a retailer, you're going to get a little bit less and a little bit more than that. And remember, it's not a dirty word. I'm telling you what we legitimately have to pay for these things for the most part when we buy them from other dealers and other wholesalers. Should make that caveat. We were talking about the Canadians. There's another example of a Canadian. That's a $100 half ounce. Pretty cool design. And as I said, if you can pick these things up for just a little bit over melt, you're doing pretty good. And let me just kind of guess and give you kind of a range on this foreign stuff, you know, on the foreign gold, particularly the Canadian pure stuff. Maybe you should be paying no more than 2.5%, something like that, over the spot price for these things, melt plus 2.5%. That's probably a pretty good deal. If you can get them for 2.5% or less, I'd say buy these rather than buy any other half-ounce type products. You know, because in the end, it's all about what you pay up front. That's just my opinion. So, sorry about that. And let me just move this mic over here. And I've been talking. Sorry about that. I didn't even clip my mic on. I am completely falling apart here. It fell apart and landed right on my table here, but hopefully I was close enough for you to hear me. Sorry about the little scuffling noises there. And what else do we got going on here as far as gold products? I guess I could go on for a while. The fractional pieces like this, you know, these little 1 gram bars. Let me see if I can even focus in on that. There it is, little Swiss credit 1 gram bar right there. And then you've got your, the one thing I don't like about these pants is their plastics really sucked for a little while. You see how it slides out of there? And let me slide that back in here. And that's a real coin, trust me, that's just bad packaging on their part. So there's your smaller gram sizes. That's like a 5 gram. These products out here, they probably also come down. I don't quite know what the premiums are, but less than 12%. They're probably running anywhere from 5 to 12% for a lot of those products. And again, when possible, I would say, you know, don't buy fractional. I don't really see a big point in buying fractional gold pieces here because you're paying big premiums. And sorry that as a bad example. There's a Valcombi, small Valcombi 5 gram bar right there. And again, let me see if I can focus on that. 5 gram, there you go. So I would avoid the smaller products unless you just kind of want to add a few to your stack, and stick with products like Krugerrands like this, or well, I can't point at Eagles. I still think they're overpriced somewhat. 1 ounce gold bars are the best deal out there. The Pant Swisses and the Valcombis, as I pointed out, are the product that I have a good source on right now. So these are all great products to buy. I think this is the best deals out there still when it comes to gold. As far as silver, I'm really impressed, and let me kind of that the premiums on silver have come down dramatically. And let me kind of show you. There's a bag of 90% right there, and there we go, focusing on that. That's all quarters. It's $1,000 face value there, which is about 4,000 quarters in that bag, and that represents 715 ounces of pure silver. Remember, in the industry, technically there's 720 ounces of silver in a US 90 bag, but the industry figures it typically at 715 because there is loss. We do have loss with wear. So when we buy and sell bags, we figure them at 715 ounces of pure silver. So that would mean if you have 715 ounces of pure silver in a $1,000 face value bag like this you're looking at right here, 715 ounces, I'm sorry, what was I going to say? That would mean for every dollar's worth of coins, there's what? 0.715 ounces. There's a little math to figure that out. However, with the premiums where they are on silver, I like, you know, the spreads are 60 cents to $2.50 on 90 right now, this kind of stuff, dimes and quarters. I think halves are bringing a premium. I wouldn't buy the halves unless, you know, they were the same price, but I do think the halves are still bringing a small premium. And let me move on to some other silver products here. I just didn't want to lift that silver bag up. Cheapest deal out there, in my opinion, is, we'll get back to these commemoratives as well. You see these, sorry about that. See that, I pushed the wrong button. I pushed the coin. See that right there? That's a US modern commemorative. You can pick these things up now for, maybe not this particular design, but let me show you one of the most common prolifics. You see the 1986 Statue of Liberty. I think I got a small stack sitting right over there, if you're pointing right there. These are the same exact amount of silver as a Morgan dollar, which I'm holding in my hand. I think that's a polished, I can't see the date on it, but that's a polished Morgan dollar right there. So there's the same amount of silver in these. These are 0.77 ounces of silver in this coin and in this coin right here. And these are bringing, I'm going to kind of show you because I don't want to lift that tray, but there is the tray of different piece dollars and Morgan dollars I wanted to show you, and I'm going to throw that back in there right there. And these coins are, they're probably in the $28 to $35 range right now. I've got a mix of piece dollars and 21s and polished and good coins in there as well. There might even be some $40 coins in there. However, that's a big premium. And again, unless you're a collector, you don't want to be buying silver dollars unless you can pick them up for melt. And I suggest, probably if you're picking up for melt, they're probably counterfeits. Because again, there are big premiums on these. However, there is not a big premium on these items right here. And I told you I was going to, here, let me give you what the number is on these real quick. And you should be able to pick these type of products up for the melt price plus $3 to $4, depending on the quantity that you're buying. So you would take 0.77 times the price of silver. That would be the melt value of a silver dollar and a Morgan dollar that I pointed out to you, and add $3 to $4 a premium per coin. That's a good deal considering this. And we're going to move over here to Silver Eagles. Considering that Silver Eagles, let me see if I can open this with gloves on. These, I don't know why. That is such, I hate that design. Let me see. There you go. Silver Eagles, okay? Silver Eagles are still an $8 to $10 premium retail, and it's just ridiculous. This is the old design right here. The new design, again, has a different type of eagle on it. No less, paying $8 to $10 premium for these is just ridiculous. As I said, this I just can't see it. However, the beauty of this, it is 1 ounce of pure silver, but there's better ways to buy 1 ounces of pure silver. This is not it. But as I said, and where did my, there we go. As I was talking about with the proof Statue of Liberties here, it's made by the same mint. It's made by the U.S. Mint. This is a real silver dollar, even if it's 90% like this. It's still a better deal at spot plus 3 or 4 rather than the Eagle, pure silvery Eagle at spot plus $8 to $10, which again, it's just too much money in my opinion, folks. Stick with buying the cheaper premium products that you can. And that moves me on to what are the cheaper premium products. Items like this. These are Sunshine Mint. Many of you have probably seen these 1 ounce bars. I don't always get the Sunshine Mints in. I get different various types in. I can't promise customers what designs I'm going to get in, but we call these generics in the industry. And these right now, let me tell you what the prices are on generics. I mean, they've gotten cheaper. Wholesale spreads are 50 cents to $2.75. Now that's a wide spread between the bid and ask, but you know, it's still cheaper than it was. So you can expect to pay probably around spot plus $3.75 or less for generic 1 ounce rounds. Nice clean rounds like that. And let me show you the other example of those, which is, I think I got probably some buffaloes over here. Let's take a look. Let's put those back over there. And is that, that's probably sealed up roll. Doggone it. Okay. Oh, there's some buffaloes right there, just kind of laying loose. And these are the other varieties that you guys see. But again, these are generic. Don't get caught up on what design, whether it's the Sunshine Mint or the Buffalo. We're not buying design, folks. Here's what we're buying. Let me cover up the design. You're buying that 1 troy ounce of 999 fine silver. Now these are generics again. And as I said, we have them for sale around spot plus $3.75. The premiums have come down dramatic. For now, let's see how long that lasts for as far as premiums go. What other products in silver? Maple leaves, Canadian maple leaves have come down as well. And let me open that one up. No, hold on. I didn't even know I had a roll of these. Those are Britannias. And I got to be frank with you, I don't even know what Britannians are worth, but we don't have that many rolls of them. That is a strange looking roll. Look how they did that. That's a strange roll. And you're probably paying for that too, so when you buy it from them. Cheap rolls, that's frugal. Mints should stick with cheap rolls. Now this is a Canadian roll right here, and these are, let's see what these are. It looks like a partial roll that someone's kind of, that looks like the, oh, that's a 1.5 ounce Canadian Arctic Fox. Those are good deals as well. We do have some of these, and we do have 1 ounce Canadian maple leaves, and I completely forgot to bring maple leaves down here with me. Look how thick those things are too, 1.5 ounces. I forgot I had these. Again, sorry about that. I didn't mean to grab all the wrong products, folks. So, let me just tell you what maple leafs are, even though I didn't bring any silver maple leaves to show you. That's embarrassing. I thought I did. Spread on maples is plus $2 and plus $4 wholesale. So expect to pay more than that, again, my retail friends. And where are we going from there? Let's go to 10 ounce bars. A couple 10 ounce bars. There's a 10 ounce bar over there. This is National. I forget who they are. They've been around for a long time. Canadian outfit, obviously. And a little scratchy bar, but bars come like this too. You know, there's a, again, I don't know what manufacturer that is. Let's pull it out of the plastic. What the hell? Oh, she's a little bit shinier, and she's made in the USA. I like buying products in the USA, and she's made in Canada. Nothing wrong with Canada, but I'd buy this one before. Besides the fact that it's shinier. 10 ounce bars. Again, generic, who cares? I'm only joking. Who cares what the design is? It's all about this right here. 10 ounces, a troy ounce. Who cares what the design is? I don't care if it's a turd right there, a banana or whatever. It's all about this. If it's a reputable company that made it, it's about what's there, right there. And these are generics. Spread on these are exactly the same as 1 ounce bars right now, providing availability on these things. Let me throw these back over here, and let's see here. What else do I got rolling down here in silver that I can talk about? Well, we talked about silver dollars, we've talked about eagles, we've talked about maple leafs, even though I didn't have any to show you. 1 ounce bars, 10 ounce bars, man, I think we're covering the products pretty good here. 90% over there, which I got you right there. 100 ounce bars right now. They are priced probably the best price out of all the bullion products out there. And let me grab my sheet, which actually fell on the ground when I hit that stop button. And let's take a look and see what those are currently at. These are the products I have. I love these Valcombi Swiss 100-ounce silver bars are wonderful. They come sealed up in those nice little plastics to keep them neat and scuff-free, which the retail folks really appreciate. And I like nice shiny bars as well. Look at the spread. The wholesale spread is 1/4 to 225, so that's a pretty wide spread between the buy and sell on these on the wholesale levels. But you know, retail, if you're buying 100-ounce bars and you can be picking these things up for like spot plus 3 1/4, that's a good deal. There's Valcombis right there. Now I want to move into one other product here that people ask me all the time. That's about numismatic stuff and those kind of products, particularly silver eagles. And let me straighten this out here and try not to hit that stop button again. And let's not forget to do the coin spin before we go as well. Now I had a couple different products here. This is the equivalent to this right here, pre-1933 gold. And a lot of it, again, this is a polish, so this is probably not a bad deal because you can buy it for not much over the gold price. But a lot of people ask me about pre-33 gold, and the equivalent is Morgan dollars. You know, where there's actually like, what is it, $20 worth of silver in these things, or right thereabouts. 0.77 times the current spot price would give you the exact melt value of these. Yet they bring $60, $70, $80, $90, $100 over the price of silver. They're beautiful, but these are collectible, folks. These are not silver investments. It's a total different, big difference between investment, you know, numismatics and bullion items. So let me move along here real quick to a couple other things. And I wanted to show you the proof silver eagles. They were so pretty. Let me see where I put those. There's one, and there's a couple. And I wanted to mention that the premiums on these are pretty crazy as well. Let's see, where did it go? Proof silver eagles, these are not investments either, folks. They do put these in IRAs, and the price on them is just ridiculous. Now, in the original boxes, I think they're almost $100, or they were for a little bit. These are probably in that $80, $90 range. These are collectibles. At this point, you're buying a collectible. You're not buying bullion. You're not buying 1-ounce products like I showed you over here, or maple leafs or eagles. These are even far more. Again, big difference between numismatic collectible stuff and the bullion stuff I've been showing you. Now, what I really, just because it was so pretty, doggone, and now I can't find it. I had, oh boy. Oh well, I wanted to show you the reverse proofs that I had, that I shot on a video that I had stopped. So, where is that? There it is right there. There's one version of that, and there's the regular proof version. This is what they call a enhanced proof right here. Look at that, pretty cool. See how they did that? But again, collectible, very attractive looking, and it gets easy to think that you're buying a silver investment, but you're not. These are collectible type items. They do bring big premiums and such. Well, I think I pretty much hit all the silver products here. Let's just take a look around, make sure I did hit everything. We hit the 100-ounce silver bars. I talked about Morgan dollars here, 10-ounce bars, Canadian maple leafs, which those are not, those are Britannias. There's some maple leaf foxes, 1.5 ounces. And I think we pretty much nailed it all. I talked about a bunch of different products. I hope I helped you guys out a little bit, including the 90%, which you see there. And again, collectible certified coins and such. So I believe I covered pretty much most of the bases here. Well, let's just do our coin flip. I'm going to make a little room here because we did not do our coin flip yet. I just noticed that. I'll try not to annoy you with the noise by bringing the mic back a little bit. Let's clear out some of this stuff right there and see if I can get the coin to spin right in there and see what the coin says. There's my bull and bear coin that I use, and let me just focus in on that a little bit better. There it is, folks. The infamous or famous, some people hate the spinning noise, some people don't mind it, but the famous or infamous spinning coin that loves to land on bulls. Let's see what it does today, and I'll do a lame spin here because I don't want to have to reshoot this. Ready? Let's see if it works. I'm going to leave it at that. And it never likes bears, so we'll leave it at a bear today. I'm not quite sure what it was. I think we're sideways today, but no less. I didn't want to talk about spot prices today. We've been looking at them every day. I thought this was a cool subject. Well, that's really about it. This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals. in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. Feel free to call me anytime between 10 and 4, Mondays through Fridays. If you got any questions, happy to help you out. And that's, not much more to talk about. Hey, have yourself a great weekend. Thanks for putting up with my bad camera work and my bad sound work here, and a couple edits I had to make because of my stupidity. But no less, I really appreciate you watching. Have a wonderful weekend. Talk to you Monday.